Kazakhstan. I like Maria and Juan. Do you like my pretty pussy? Direct Instagram. Oh, my friend, come to Russia for weekend. Oh, my friend, narcotic.
What's up, guys? Artemi's Breadbasket. It has since become a working title, depending on what happens in the next couple of weeks, depending on what goes down with our boy Artemi. The big story today is obviously reports out of Russia saying, okay, we should take this seriously. So reports out of Russia today are saying, no, let's go back. I'm fucking up, all right? I've got COVID brain. I'm D. Here's George. George, say hello to everybody.
I'm here, guys. I'm also here.
I was trying to get the song right, and I fucked it up. And you know what? Whatever. Okay, let's push through it. Big story.
It's good. You're letting COVID get to you, bro. Relax.
Huge story. Hit us like a ton of bricks in the morning. George woke me up to it. I'm battling COVID, the novel coronavirus. I'm battling it. I'm on the protocol list, but I will never let it beat me. I'll never let it defeat me. I will defeat it. And today, George lets me know what goes on with Artemi Panarin, our muse. He's our muse, for lack of a better word, right? He's why we do this. His purity, his smile, his perfection. And, if some of these allegations are true, yeah, this is bad. This is throwing a wrench into the fucking donuts. So what's gone on? An old school Russian coach, Nazarov.
Yeah, Nazarov.
He used to coach Artemi in 2011 when Artemi was a 19-year-old, up and coming Russian prospect. And he alleges that Artemi went out to a bar in Latvia and basically, punched or assaulted a female, an 18-year-old Latvian female. And what ended up happening was the team ended up with spending or, basically paying his way out of it for $40,000. Those are the allegations.
Which is why it never came to light, they're saying.
Which is why it was kept secret, yeah.
And no charges were brought up.
Right. Plus it's Latvia and it's Russia, and right.
And you're telling me no newspaper picked this up either, right? That's what they're trying to say.
Right. You would think in Latvia it would be a lot harder to keep it suppressed than it would be, let's say, if it was in Russia somewhere.
Yeah, but we don't know how stuff works around there, man. I mean,
yeah, but Latvia is a totally different country.
Money plays, and these KHL owners have a lot of connections. They're not like.
I'm with you. I know, but I'm just saying, like, if it definitely should have been. I'm assuming it would be harder to keep a lid on in Latvia rather than in Russia, because it's Russia. It's like home turf. Latvia is right next to it, former Soviet Union, but it's still an independent country. But like you said, right, people have sway and shit like that. Maybe it doesn't matter. That's a different country. So this is all crazy because, over the last couple of years, Artemi's been outspoken, a critic, not really outspoken. He said a couple things here and there. He had one interview where he chirped them bad.
But he's known to be a
yeah, and the most recent thing was he posted about Navalny, the guy who's the Russian opposition guy, who got poisoned, went to Berlin, got better. He came back and he was sentenced to 2.5 years in jail, basically, for I don't even know what, some bullshit. He's like the guy Navalny's extremely interesting character. I mean, if you guys have time, check him out. He's basically Putin's fucking thorn in Putin's side. He talks major shit about Putin. He's one of the biggest critics. He's like a TV presenter. He's just everything. He's just like a. What's the best way?
He does like a producer, right? He did songs. Yeah. He's done a lot of internet stuff.
He's like a personality.
Anti-Putin internet stuff, memes, and he posts a lot of stuff, right? A lot of content.
So when he got arrested, Artemi posted about him. What's his name? Radulov liked that picture. Radulov somehow, some ways, long-term IR all of a sudden. He probably got poisoned too. So this is so the speculation now is that all of a sudden this hit piece comes out in Russia because this guy Nazarov, well, how do you say his name? Lazarov?
You got it, Nazarov.
He's a big time Putin. He's like the My Pillow guy for Putin, basically. So he's Putin's My Pillow guy. So he's a hardcore Putin guy, and
he's also they described him as an unstable character, right?
Yeah, supposedly he's like punched like at KHL doctors, like he's a maniac. He's a Russian maniac, bro. Guy's probably been up in gas forever. Yeah. You know,
So he's a
he
lifer.
got
He's a
big pro.
KHL lifer. He was an NHL player too, though. He's not just a
Yeah.
strict KHL coach and player, right? He's been over here. He's been on this side of the pond.
I don't know. I didn't see his Wikipedia. I didn't see his hockey.
You didn't look at his Wikipedia because I saw some people say that he's had NHL experience too. I don't know.
So there you go. I mean, the guy's in hockey.
He's been around.
And now he's a KHL coach. So for him to come out of here like out of nowhere, and like you just said, he did it. Why? Because he was upset about what he was saying about.
It says that he was motivated to speak about it because he disagreed with the way Panarin's repeated criticism of the Russian government. So basically, what he posted last week. No, it was like 2 weeks ago, I think, right?
It was a while ago. It was more than that.
January 21st or something. He posted free Navalny. I think he said something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Which 20 million Russians did the same thing. I mean, you had people in the streets. It was like anarchy over there for a little while because of what Putin's putting down.
Well, yeah, listen, this guy Nazarov's probably got a Putin fucking black card. You know what I'm saying? He's part of the program. So he's not going to, he's like, he's a by the line kind of guy. And like, what a shock. You know, people in Russia want a guy who's been in power and who's manipulated their constitution for the last 20 plus years to get out of power at some point. Like, what a shocker. You know what I mean? Like, actually have some kind of real democracy, not this bullshit they're pulling.
Right.
This is crazy because we take it for granted, right? Like us here. Listen, you're talking shit about somebody powerful here, you might, and you're a high profile type of person, you might also get clipped too in the media and stuff like that.
Right.
I don't think Putin's crazy enough to make it where he's going to hurt one of his family members that are still in Russia, because that takes to a point where it's like nuts. Besides, it's more than just an article in a newspaper and a website.
Well, that's one of the interesting that's happening. Like one of the interesting parts of the story is that he didn't just go out and issue a statement in response to these allegations. He actually took a leave of absence, right? So he's not going to be with the team for the foreseeable future. Some people are saying it could be as long as 4 to 6 weeks, something like that. So instead of just coming out and making a statement, now it seems like he's dealing with something or he's fearing something on a larger scale,
right?
We're all hoping the best. We're hoping that this is a bullshit story, that this is like it's totally false. And some of the speculation is that he's got family back home, which is totally understandable. If this guy's coming after you, I mean, and he, that it's might be in response to the Putin hate. Wouldn't you want to go back home and take care of whatever family you have there? I mean, that's one of the.
I don't know what he would do. Like, what can he do himself? I'm not saying don't take the time off. Like 4 to 6 weeks. What are you going to do there? I don't understand. You're going to go there, raise an army and fight. I don't understand.
I don't know. It's also it's kind of a big thing to be accused of something.
Also, if you're innocent, right, and like you're completely unequivocal, like he's denying it. The Rangers are backing him up and stuff like that. So far, the narrative on this side, and I don't want to play devil's advocate. I love Panarin. I don't think he's the type of kid that would do that. But I mean, what the fuck do we know in the reality?
Right. 10 years ago, he's only 19 at the time.
Right. And it is what it is. I don't think he did it, but whatever. Right now, the narrative here on this side of the border, like in America, is, it's retaliation or whatever to make him look bad and scare him a little bit about the Navalny thing. Okay, which is totally understandable. It's totally in the wheelhouse of what they would do, right? Maybe that guy Nazarov just has an axe to grind. You think Panarin's a jerk off, for running his mouth off.
Right, you never know.
But he's just going to make this shit up. It doesn't even matter. I mean, there's a ton of people. I was showing you the Hockey DP, the roster list of the players on the team, right? There's a couple Canadians and I think an American on that team. If you're a reporter worth your fucking salt, you're hitting them up to see what's what and see if you heard anything or you were there around that time to see if that any of this holds water. I know they reached out to the hotel and shit like that. The hotel said nothing. As far as they know, nothing went down. So there's no real actual evidence, I guess, except for this guy Nazarov. So
there's no witnesses. There's nobody that can.
But why is he taking leave of absence? You want to secure your family. I get that totally.
Right,
what, are you going to be gone for 4 to 6 weeks to do that? I mean, you're not going to Russia. You're going to pay people to get them out of Russia. That's what you're doing.
Right. I mean, it's weird that it's coming from his ex-coach and it's not a woman coming out. It's not the victim, quote unquote victim, coming out and describing that what happened and that she's been holding it back for so long. It's the coach. You know what I mean? It's kind of
it's
weird.
Obviously this vindictiveness. There's an axe to grind there.
I think, and it's not the first time Panarin's spoken out against Putin, but I think maybe just because of how many people have come out and how much steam this has gotten, maybe this is the time he decided to, to try to knock down Panarin. Plus, I think a lot of people don't, they were talking about him not being on the national team. It was
that was also
trying to block him from being on the Russian national team. For what's it for? For the Olympics?
Yeah.
For the Olympics, huh? So,
that's also what they're thinking is probably the root of this.
But we should talk about the way the Rangers came out and made this statement, because the Rangers have been like criticized a lot. We criticize we criticize Rangers PR a lot on this show, with the way that they the way that they handle their public relations, the way that they come out with statements too late or not, a little bit tone deaf, a little bit always on the wanting side. But they came out today and they made a really solid statement, like a really straightforward, solid statement in support of Panarin, which I was shocked. It's like immediate too. Was it within what was it within the hour, within a half hour even?
I think it was a couple hours. I don't know.
Was it? It was that long, but it was like a good.
Oh, that's pretty quick.
It was a solid statement supporting him, not wavering in any way. Like
listen, bro, it was like nothing. I mean, I don't know. It was fine. Like it was just like a normal statement. I feel like I don't know.
No, to be honest with you, I think
short to the point, and
I thought they could have. I thought that they could have been more vague, dude. I thought they could have been a little bit safer,
they were,
to be honest with you. Like they could have said, like, we're just gonna look into it. We don't know anything yet. We don't know the facts, and we'll get back to you. Like they said,
they went hardcore and
unequivocally denying any allegations, and they called it a fabricated story, dude. They didn't. It's not like
what they did. They probably asked Artemi. They're like, "Yo, dude, what's up? Is this for real? And like to what point, to what level is this true? Is there any merit to it or whatever?" And he's probably hardcore, like, no, 100%. I totally deny it. This has not happened. Blah blah blah. Hold on, I'm gonna do something.
They went so far. I have it up. You want me to read it?
Boom.
We got. You gonna put it up?
You see it?
I see it.
I'm a fucking wizard.
I got it. I mean, look, they went so far as to even like to reference his political standing and like his political.
I mean, I understand why he'd be concerned and stuff, but to take a leave of absence that's indefinite, I guess it's not indefinite. I wouldn't be surprised if he's back in like a week. You know what I mean? Like it's not.
We're talking about a country that puts innocent people in jail, that poisons people. I mean, it's crazy, dude. I mean, of course he'd be. Definitely, when you're all the way over here, and you have and you might have family and friends, whatever you have over there, you never know. You gotta. I can completely understand wanting to take a leave of absence, but like you said, I don't know what he can do. The Rangers have some stuff. Maybe the Rangers have, and the NHL also. They have assets over there in Russia that possibly they can help him out. I mean, they got scouts over there. They have people over there that they pay.
I mean, help him out how though? Like get his family out? I don't understand.
I don't think they're gonna be able to smuggle people out, but they're gonna be maybe they'll be.
I mean, I don't think you need to smuggle people out. I feel like they could just come to America. At least minimum is like a visitor visa, and then figure it out. Also, he's a high-profile player, Russian player living in America. He's gonna jump to the front of the line in terms of like my aunts and uncles, XY. These 5 family members need asylum, political asylum in America. They'll most likely get it done because he's Artemi Panarin. He's not just some jerk off fucking Russian guy. I mean, it is what it is. It sucks to say, he's an elite guy. He's like,
right. He's gonna get a little bit of special treatment, which is fine.
Even that, he's gonna get to the front of the line because he's got the money to spend, and he's just,
right. Yes. Yeah.
It's just wild because it came out of fucking nowhere. Like, all right, yeah, he's chirping fucking what's his face. He's chirping Putin, but all right, there's other people that chirp Putin and stuff like that. This, I mean, this guy Putin's a fucking nightmare. I wouldn't be shocked if this wasn't like coordinated. I feel like that if it was just this guy Nazarov just being a jerk off.
If it wasn't just him mouthing off.
No, I'm saying like I wouldn't be shocked if it was just him mouthing off. Right.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. If it was just him, yeah, gotcha. I mean, there's always that possibility.
This is just making it a bigger thing that it needs to be. Putin wants This is why Putin threw the guy Navalny in jail for 2.5 years for a specific reason. So people fucking forget about him. That's why, right? Sure, there'll always be a base there that's going to be against Putin and stuff like that. But the protest happened, right? That when he got arrested and stuff like that and sentenced, the protest happened. I'm sure they still happen now, but they've cracked down big time in terms of like they've arrested like 4,000 plus people, whatever. You know,
you haven't really seen it on the news anymore. I mean, you saw it for that.
You gotta
first
watch
week
international news. Over here, it's all about fucking coronavirus, which granted it's a big thing, but it's all coronavirus and Trump and this, it's bullshit, basically. Like international news is kind of taking a back seat.
Yeah, honestly, the only reason I even knew about what was going on was because of Artemi's posts,
Yeah,
like
well,
he
I
would
was
tweet
paying
about
attention,
it.
but
he would tweet about it. It would bring awareness to people that aren't, it's not front page, it's not popping up on my notifications, you know what I mean? So he would post about it. I'd look into it. It was, these people use their platform, to get their point across. And he had a valid thing to he had a valid gripe with Putin.
I wouldn't be shocked if this has a lot to do with the Olympic thing. Because it seems so inside hockey. You know what I'm saying? It seems so like petty and like just inside not in the workings of the politics of like the Russian Hockey Federation kind of thing, like how they decide, who's going to be on this team and whatnot. Artemi Panarin, if they have in the Olympics next year, 2 years from now, whenever the fuck it is, he's got to, he's one of the best Russian. Who's better than him? Russian guy.
Not even,
right
I wouldn't even say Ovechkin was.
No, I'm saying right now.
Maybe
right.
Him and like, what was his name?
Barkov?
Barkov, Kuznetsov. I mean, not Kuznetsov. What's his name on Tampa? Kucherov.
Kucherov, he's hurt though. But yeah, Kucherov. Right. So you got to figure Artemi's, top.
Artemi's one. Yeah, he's top. He's your top line. He's your top winger.
Yeah, I just hope it's. Honestly, I hope it's not true because, like, he's
it's
very
political.
happy-go-lucky kid. What?
It's got to be political because the guy Putin is a major hockey fan. He's a hockey nut, right? He's got that mega mansion on the lake with an underground indoor ice hockey rink. Like,
Navalny actually did a video recently, one of his more recent videos about Putin's compound that has the indoor thing like that, right. And it's pretty interesting. Like, there's a bunch of videos.
Hundreds of millions of dollars it costed to build this thing, right? And he's got that indoor underground hockey rink, and he's doing laps around there while his people are starving.
While Russian life expectancy is like trash. I don't even think it's in the 70s.
So the Rangers also had I guess, what did they have, like a press conference, a post-practice press conference, something like that?
Yeah, I have that too. Hold on. I could give you that.
You had Strome out there talking. You had David Quinn out there talking.
You want, bro, watch this. You kidding me?
You are a wizard today, dude. It's a good thing I broke out the laptop for this. Look at this.
David Quinn, you think he's drunk?
Are we allowed to use these clips?
We're gonna.
About your thoughts on Artemi, your concern for him right now and everything that's been going on?
Yeah, Vince, I know there's going to be a lot of questions on Artemi, and obviously we made a statement as an organization, and there's really not much more I can elaborate on that other than the fact that, he's someone we care an awful lot about, and it goes way beyond hockey, and we're here to support him. I know Ryan Strome.
Oh, shit.
I like what, David Quinn's always going to be so he's going to be so vague. I like what Strome was saying, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, we'll get to Strome. He's right underneath. I'm just saying, everybody sweats this guy Panarin. He's just a gem of a human being.
It's not just
the thing. What went down with this girl? You know what I'm saying? If it's true, it's fucking crazy. It's hard to believe.
It seems like it's so against his character. It's not something that's in him to do. He's laid back. He's a very go with the flow, go lucky kid. Right. He's always been gifted. Everything always comes to him. He doesn't need to do something like this, something so violent. He's not a violent player.
Right.
That just. He never fights. He'll stick up for somebody, but he won't instigate a fight. It just seems really out of character, which is why it was so shocking to read it this morning.
I know.
Really just reiterating the things that Stromer said. I mean, we're here as a team, and these guys care for each other on and off the ice. This organization does a phenomenal job supporting everybody that works for it, and we're going to help Artemi through this difficult time.
Yes, David, just in general, what do you make about a political firestorm like this, and how do you shelter the team from something like this, and how do you plan to do that or address it?
Yeah, Molly, like I said, I'd love to elaborate.
Oh, snooze fest.
Yeah, you can't do it. You can't do these things.
Want to hear Strome?
these press conferences are
You're
so
limited
boring.
as to what you can say, but just wanted to get your thoughts or level of concern for Artemi right now.
Yeah, can't really say too much, but I think he's in good hands. The Rangers do an unbelievable job of having a good support system for players for anything we need. And
so yeah, you got to assume they probably got like they got word to like the State Department, whatever he's looking that he thinks he needs in terms of what he needs to secure his fucking family member or whatever. Because I don't think his parents are alive. I know he was brought up by his grandparents. I think one of his grandparents passed away. The other ones might be still alive. I don't know for sure. I'm not his biographer. So I understand like his worry of like his family there. So I'm sure like, they probably got some fucking CIA people that are fucking lobbying the State Department and shit,
Obviously it's probably a little bit unique for everybody, but he's in good hands, and he's such a good person and good teammate. He's been a great role model for me and so many of the young guys, and just his personality and his attitude and the way he carries himself. So we wish for the best for him, and obviously give him his time to get things straightened out, and I guess we'll go from there.
Hey, Ryan, obviously, even though you can't say much, but just in general, what do you make about a political firestorm situation like this? How do you shelter the team from something like this? And
isn't that the same exact question to Quinn?
Is this everybody's asking the same stuff because you have to you got to just try to rephrase these things, right?
Yeah, I mean,
we're all going to stick to the statement.
Honestly, feels like it's just par for the course a little bit, the way the world's been going the last little while. It seems like it's one crazy event after another. And I think we just take everything in stride. I think, like I said, the Rangers do an unbelievable job.
All right, blah, blah, blah. I can't. I mean, is there any information gleaned from this?
No,
right?
But they're supporting their boy. Everybody's saying that, as soon as he's cleared to come back, of course, we're going to take him with open arms because nobody else could put the puck in the net. I mean, Jesus Christ. We're down now Hedel. We're down this guy. We lost Tony DeAngelo because he spoke up politically. I mean, can we stick?
Well, he also was a jerk off teammate.
No, he's a jerk off. I get it totally, 100%. But I mean, the amount of like non-hockey related things that have been
it's fucking nuts.
We're losing people to COVID.
And what's interesting is Rangers forever are like super like no real drama in terms like this. Like, and it feels like it's been like nonstop this year.
It's been nonstop, right? Almost. It's been a little bit weird, a little eerie. It's crazy.
You told me this morning, I was shocked. I was like, "What? What are you talking?"
And it was all over the radio, which is it's weird to see. Like if the only time the Rangers are on like any kind of terrestrial radio in New York City is if they're in the playoffs, and not even if they're making the playoffs, if they're in a deep run, That's the only time they get any burn. Today they had guests host, like they had everybody on, just because it's kind of like scandalous a little bit. The top hockey player, New York City.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. It's got the whole like women assault thing.
Right, it's got that whole.
I'm honestly pretty surprised at some of the Ranger and NHL Twitter, how they, and most of NHL Twitter, I guess, like no one's taking the allegation as serious.
Right.
Which is understandable.
Which is shocking.
But like you just said, like, because you said it a little while ago, like the girl hasn't, it's not like there's a girl saying it, like there's an actual person that's saying she's abused or assaulted or whatever the case may be. It's some fucking jerk off, Russian coach that's got an axe to grind.
Yeah, everything changes if somebody comes forward. You know what
100%,
I mean?
Yeah.
That's a little bit of a different story. A lot, there was I forgot what show was on the radio. They were comparing this almost to the Enes Kanter situation with Turkey, where he was criticizing Erdogan, right? What is he, the prime minister or whatever he is of Turkey?
President. Yeah, but he's like a
president. And he was getting death threats. He was from not only from people, from like fans, because he's got everybody. Yeah, he's got everybody kind of hypnotized over there in Turkey. So he went through a lot.
There's a lot of people that hate him in Turkey.
I think he took some time off from the team too. I mean, it's a little bit strange, man. Like you're talking about these guys, they live in a different country. They're playing in a different country, not their homeland. And then they miss you miss your homeland, right? You would miss your home if you're not there for a decade or so, you're in another country playing for them. And then everybody now is against you. I mean, probably not in Panarin's case, but in Cantor's case, everybody was kind of like.
See, I don't think it was. I think it's just a super loud. Like I don't think
loud minority
against you. I think it's just a certain amount of people are very loud.
Right.
Just like here, bro. Right. It's just like the same shit we have here, both sides. Whether it's the fucking super crazy woke, or the super crazy right-wing My Pillow people. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's certain sections of society that are very fucking loud. But the fact is, most people live right in the middle. Most people are good human beings. They want to just go about their lives, do their thing, do what's best for them in terms of like getting to the next step in life, whether it be work, whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Those are not the people posting on Twitter.
No, those are crazy people. I mean, not
The
everyone.
people like us, we're some of them too. You know, we're on Twitter a lot.
Listen, dude, like, if I'm talking to somebody politically and I disagree with them and they come at me with like some logic and stuff, I'm trying to operate in good faith where it's like, I'm open to hearing like real deal arguments with stuff and like, all right, maybe you change my mind, right? Like, I'm always open to that. I'm always open to learning more. I'm never going to be like, oh, I know everything. So like, I don't need, like, whatever anybody says, they're fucking idiots. Granted, the vast majority of people who are on Twitter who think that, you know, their opinion matters are fucking idiots. They're fucking stupid fucking idiots. I mean, they're total bad faith actors, which means they're not in it to maybe grow and learn and even change their opinions. They're in it to like, this is my opinion and this is how I want my narrative to be my narrative, and I'm only going to listen to my narrative. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that's the problem you run in with social media, just in general and stuff. And then, you know, you stir up this hornet's nest if you say, you know, Trump's orange or some shit, and people get crazy.
So where does that leave the team now? This team is really
We still got a game, right? We can't postpone the game.
No, I don't think so. Unfortunately.
Yeah. So
we're playing. Next game is Wednesday night, right? Who are we playing? The Bruins.
Yeah.
I feel like we just played the Bruins. I feel like it's great.
I think we're playing them
the
twice.
Bruins a Friday.
Is it the Bruins?
No, we got the Flyers. Sorry, we got the Flyers on Wednesday, and then back to back against the Bruins Friday and Sunday.
What's going to happen is our bottom six is going to score 2 goals over the next 2 games. That's what's going to, and no one else is going to fucking score. That's what's going to fucking happen. Mika got that empty netter. Maybe that turns him around. I mean, Panarin's the fucking heart and soul, bro. Like, he is the truth. I love Artemi. This is crazy. This is like a friend or like an uncle being accused of sexual harassment. You know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, this is.
I don't know. I don't think it's true. I'm gonna go out and, even though I'm usually a cynical piece of shit, I don't think it's true. I think they're gonna.
You're usually the guy that says, "Oh, he definitely did it."
Listen, dude, people are fucked up.
Yeah, you're right, 100%. And if there's smoke, there's fire. There's always
right. But right now, there's no girl and there's nobody else corroborating this. If there was somebody else corroborating besides this lunatic coach, I'd be more like, this is bad.
You can't look at this in the vacuum, right? You have to expand your view on what's going on over here. Panarin has been talking out against this guy a long time. You got to look at what the political situation that's going on in Russia at this moment. Like you said, we were talking about the team, the Olympic team. There's all these factors that come into play. And this guy's also a hothead. It's not like you're talking about, he's a lunatic. I don't know if he had a drinking problem or what his deal was. He's kind of off the handle.
Right.
So he's not the most credible source. Let's just hope that it's not true, that nobody comes forward to say, yeah, it was me. You know, this is true, whatever. Panarin can go back to his life scoring goals because we need him on the team, and
honestly, you want me to be the best case scenario here, and I think it's going to happen. He's back playing. He's going to miss this week. He's back next Friday.
Yeah, I would love that. That'd be great. That would mean that this resolved nicely. You know that
we got a jet. We got to jet over to fucking
right. Make sure everybody's okay. Everybody's
packed up. Everybody. We got everybody their fucking Sputnik vaccine from the Russian vaccine. Stick them. Send them over here. Let him go live at his house in Greenwich, Connecticut, and we're all right.
Who's going to watch Rizzy, bro, while he's gone? You want to watch him?
I'm in, bro. Artemi, if you need somebody to dog sit, I'm available, bro.
Yeah, your sister's a trainer, too.
Yeah, there you go. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, it's going to be fucking bad. And we're going to, like, what's going to happen is we're going to be sitting there and be like, oh, they're playing good defense and they can't score.
I can't watch that anymore, bro. I can't watch it anymore.
I'm over that shit.
That last game was a beautiful game. It was nice to watch a couple of goals. I don't even care if they're like bouncers. I don't care as long as they're in the net. As long as it's not
we lost 2-1. Great defense. Igor played great. You know, and then fucking no one, like, you know, Bushnevich doesn't shoot because he's scared.
How do you
Well,
think this cat? How do you think Bushnevich is taking the news? He's probably so upset. He's distraught. That kid. No, he's like his bodyguard
I
on
don't
the
think
ice.
he's such
No,
a softy. You think he's such a softy?
he's such a He's a softy, but he's like his little. He's like his little fucking bodyguard. He's like a little chihuahua on the ice.
Yeah.
Every time someone approaches Panarin, he's up their ass.
Well, I mean, you look at Panarin. I'm sure like it's affecting the whole team. I think they're all like, "Fuck, this
Of
is
course,
crazy,"
definitely.
you know? Because like he does seem like he's a good egg. I mean, we named our fucking podcast after him because he's awesome. You know what I mean? Because we fuck with him. We like his vibe.
He gets paid. He gets his player. He gets his teammates paid. You know what I mean?
Bro,
He's the
Stone
guy.
could literally give him half of his fucking check.
Yeah, he's gonna.
I'm
hurt.
not
That's
even
why
kidding.
There was no way he could say anything but positive things of him at that press conference, man. He kept him on the Rangers and he got him paid.
And maybe I don't know. Maybe this opportunity, Laugh and Kako to actually fucking do something. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Well, now Kako's back on the COVID list, right? So that's another issue we're dealing with.
He's out for a while, probably.
He's out. He's going to be out for a while. Hopefully, he doesn't have it. He's got diabetes, right? So, like, let's get him the vaccine as soon as possible. I don't know what's going on there. I know that it's a shit show trying to get a vaccine in New York City right now.
I don't know. I have the virus, so I don't know. I got that pretty easily.
Well, well, you're gonna be good, bro. You're gonna be good. You're gonna have the antibodies.
I'm gonna have the antibodies. I feel like I'm on the mend. I'm a little stuffed up still. I had a bellyache yesterday, but I feel like I'm on the mend.
Yeah, now I'm gonna feel extremely safe coming into the studio.
We got to totally disinfect the place.
I mean, yeah, I got a guy. Germ Busters. Free ads.
There you go. Do you have anything else? I don't really want to go deep into like the hockey stuff. Like
no,
we're
gonna do a post game on Wednesday night, right?
Yeah. This is an emergency fucking press conference. Like,
no, I got nothing else. I'm a little bit upset. You know, I mean, I'm really worried about if it is true. I mean, what explain to me a world where this is true. Explain to me a world where Panarin back on the team. I mean, how bad does that get? How much can that explode? Does he get? Do we got to get rid of him? I mean, I don't understand.
If this is true, I don't know, man. Like, just because the way fucking listen, if it's true, it's fucked up. Obviously, there's context to every situation, right? He was 19, she's 18, right? If it's true, I don't think it is.
Got it. Yeah.
Everything that comes out of Russia is just not bullshit. You know what I mean?
It doesn't make it any better. It's still horrible. Whatever. They're younger. It's 10 years ago. People change a lot in 10 years. You don't know what the circumstances were around.
It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be.
It's gonna be bad.
They'll probably have to do like, and let's say the girl comes out and it's confirmed, and he confirms it, and where it's like absolute truth.
Right.
What I would do if I'm like they like Dimitri, what do you think Artemi should do? What's your opinion, communication wise, in terms of like not making me look good, but like
no, you got to make amends. It's like reparations.
He's got to fucking like mea culpa, say I fucked up. I was young. I was a fucking idiot. I totally at fault. No shifting blame kind of thing. Like take it on the chin yourself because you're not going to jail. Right?
No.
So, take the blame, take responsibility, act like a man, just take the blame. Obviously express remorse. Hopefully he would be remorseful, but he's denying it, right? So this is a hypothetical, which is tough to,
Yeah, I just don't want to live in a world where this story is true.
Me
no
neither.
matter what he has
we
to,
think he's a gem. I think he's like a dope kid. Like he's making $11.5 million, right?
Bro, we're huge fans of him. Why? Not only because of the way he plays, but like the personality, right? He's got that. He's larger than life. He's like,
but he's not even like
at the same time, he shovels his own front yard.
No, you know what he seems like? He seems like a kid who makes a ton of money. He's great at hockey. You think every aspect would push to this kid being a fucking jerk off, kind of?
He doesn't take himself seriously,
right? And you kind of like, there's a stigma for the Russian players in the NHL where like some of them can be jerk offs. Have like a higher
Malkin's like
Malkin's story of how he came to the NHL is crazy too, though.
Right. No, I'm just saying he's kind of like cold. He doesn't even know his teammates' names. You know what I mean? Panarin's the anti-Malkin.
He seems like a fucking gem of a human being, Panarin. He seems smiling and shit like that. Just seems like a good egg, as they call it.
And he just loves to play hockey, right? He just loves to play hockey.
You can't help but like the kid. He's a charming kid. He's like, he's infectious. He's smiling all the time. And he's also a fucking stud too. He's like not even
Right.
like the truth at hockey.
Yeah, he's everything you want to root for.
So
this being true would be a
it's fucking crazy. It's like, there goes my more faith in humanity. I don't know how much I got. I got none left almost, bro. I'm on E right here, bro. I'm on fucking E, my man. So like taking out this guy, it would be bad. Yeah, it would be fucking bad. But thankfully, right now, it's just this fucking one drunk asshole coach. No one's really corroborated it. You would think by now there would at least be some kind of word out of Russia or whatever word. There'd be some corroboration of the.
Yeah, I've been refreshing.
Out. Also,
I've been refreshing
this
the
guy
feed.
signed.
I got nothing.
Yeah, this guy signed a huge ticket. You're telling me if he
Right? Nobody's doing background checks.
Not even just that, but like you're telling me like a girl who got assaulted.
Right.
She's not coming out trying to go after that.
Yeah, you got a point there.
Way, shape, or form. Also, Panarin's fucking agent. That thing I sent you, he's a Greek guy.
Yeah.
And he's a former special forces guy. So it's funny because like in some Russian articles, they say that people think they spread a rumor that he's CIA, Panarin's agent, who's also Bobrovsky's agent and Kratzov's agent.
Oh wow.
What's his name? Paul
let me see. I got it
or some shit. Yeah, so I was looking for his fucking name. I want to get him on the show so bad.
His name is where is that? Paul Theophanous.
Theophanous.
Yeah. Is that Greek or Cypriot?
Who knows?
That sounds Greek to me.
And that's it. Hopefully we have more information in a couple of days. Yeah, we're gonna do another show after the game on Wednesday.
Yep. By then, there might be some more to add to the story, but
hopefully there's some good news to the story.
Good news, that's right. As of now, I don't see anything. I'm refreshing like crazy.
As of right now, hopefully his family's safe. He gets him out. He comes back where he feels comfortable and stuff. And like, this goes away because if nobody else corroborates it and it's just this fucking jerk off, fucking Nazareth, fucking Muppet, we dodged the bullet basically. And our thoughts are confirmed that Artemi is a good guy. I want to be a good guy.
And we just become a bigger, better, stronger team. Everybody becomes more united, and we bring a cup to New York City in another 2 to 3 years.
That's it.
That's the story I want to. That's the story I want to write.
I know. Yeah, it's just crazy because he seems like such a cool kid.
All these cup runs and cup dynasties, they have backstories, man. Don't worry, this will just be one of them.
I hope you're right, man. I hope you're right. And I hope he.
You all right? That was a bad one.
What?
Cough.
Nah, I'm fine. Yeah.
Coughing all over that studio. You better get somebody in.
Yeah, no, we're gonna
All right, come back.
Don't worry, we're gonna clean it up. Don't worry. So yeah, that's it. We'll see you on Wednesday. God bless you. God bless America. And fuck Nazareth, that fucking mupp. That piece of shit.
Whatever he said, baby.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
I like Maria and Juan.